What's going on, people? Hey, it's Scott. Thanks so much for watching my channel. This video is just going to be about me because might as well be learning about the person making all these videos. So what's up with this cowboy hat? I bought it on Amazon about 2014, 2013, 2014. So I've had it for 7 years. This was the very hat. Forgive the buzzy haircut and the receding hairline. No, I got this hat for field camp. I am a geologist, and many people don't know that in geology, to finish a bachelor's degree, you have to spend 30 days in the field applying everything from all the classes that you've taken. And it was miserable, man. I actually gained weight while I was out there. We were out there 6 days a week in the field, 9 hours a day, just enough time to get back, try to get an hour of homework in, shower, and get to bed for the next day. It was rough, but I love geology. I love that it's an amalgamation of different sciences. I get to do chemistry and physics and math and biology. I don't have to just do one thing. I love that geology is a forensic science. Yeah, we're using secondary clues to figure out what went on, because we can't watch a mountain form. We can't really watch continents drifting. So yeah, we use like forensics quite a bit. It's like a mystery puzzle. It's a lot of fun. In geology, I get to use a lot of my art background, where I literally had colored pencils out with me in those 30 days in the desert. Yeah, so it's artistic. You get to you have to imagine things in 3 dimensions, and if you can't do it, you're not gonna do super hot as a geologist. But with my art background, with my science background, I just it was the perfect fit for me. So that's my hat. That's my career. Ethnically, I love talking about race. Don't feel shy. Ask me about it if you want to know more. I'm half Filipino. I'm a quarter white, quarter Mexican. If you're just counting my grandparents, but if you're counting my 23andMe me results, I'm 44% Islander and 42% Western European. Now, I know what you're thinking. Scott, you're brown. You got a white name. That helps. But what does it all mean? It means that in my 42% Western European self, I got none of the privilege, but all of the internal organ diseases. So I guess I'm susceptible to late onset Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, and like 2 other things that I got from my grandmother, who is mostly French, British, and Irish or Scottish or something like that. Anyway, yeah, grew up in a multiracial family, grew up in a multiracial school district, and a multiracial church. All 3 not of my choice, but just so happened to be that way, and I'm very, very blessed and consider myself very fortunate to have grown up in that kind of situation. A little less unfortunate is that, yeah, I actually grew up without a mom. My mom is a drug addict, living off and on, in, a really sad life, and I didn't grow up with her, so I don't know her that well. I think I met her at age 7, and had a semi-casual, see her every once in a while relationship until about 8th grade, 14, then maybe a couple of visits or whatever, high school and college. But yeah, I mean, I call her my mom. I don't consider her my mom. I was incredibly blessed, like super blessed, to be surrounded by the church, people in the church, and my aunts. Yeah, my mom's sisters, they've loved me like their own son since I was a wee lad. And my aunts on my dad's side as well as my grandmas, all took care of me. And I honor them forever for it, and I love them so much. Very lucky to have so many moms in my life. Anyway, yeah, I think there's a part of me that's a tormented soul. I'm really into my creative side. I used to write poetry, used to write songs. I do sing. Don't ask me to sing on camera. Please ask me to sing on camera. No. Yeah, I mean, I found art as an expression. I think a lot of thoughts. I feel a lot of things. I'm very emotional. I am diagnosed with PTSD and depression and anxiety disorder. And about as long as I've been playing board games for the past 13 months, I've been on medication and very heavy therapy. And man, so glad I decided to put my foot out there and try the medication, because life was hard. Life was very, very hard. Still is, but it's manageable now. So anyway, 13 months ago, I decided to get into the board game hobby. Not because I love board games, but because I wanted to design them. I wanted to apply my creativity and my science and technical skills to board games. And about 150 games later, and more than $3,000 later, in about a year, I'm finally in a place where I think I have a beginner's grasp on all the mechanisms out there, all the popular games, what's liked and what's disliked, what the lingo is. I think I've got an okay beginning grasp of all that. So I went ahead and got some studio lights, hoping to get a newer iPhone, and I'm on a mission to make original stuff. I think I have been blessed with a brain that thinks differently. I think I've been blessed to have the training in geology, which isn't just science. Again, it's training your brain to think in large numbers. It's training your brain to look in 3 dimensions, and it's training your brain to solve puzzles and find patterns where there doesn't seem to be patterns. And I think geology just stretched my brain in a way that just pure calculus didn't. Calculus, when I first learned it, I'm like, wow, you can calculate anything you want. That's so cool. But geology, it stretched my brain in a way that connected my science, the science part of my personality, to my artistic side. And I think that's where board game design comes in. Mechanics are mathematical. Rule books are technical. I do technical writing for a living, and I dig holes literally for a living. And yeah, all these things combined, I think it's been kind of crazy how all of the skills I've been acquiring through school, through work, through life, through hobbies, is actually all perfectly amalgamated into board game design, of all things. Did not expect that at all. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I love talking about myself, and I'm an open book. So yeah, thanks for listening. Take care.